Let's complete this exercise together. So here's a here's an example. So applying the concepts of UML actually diagram, ER diagram to the tune source case. So background is here. Let's go through one more example of creating data model using the context of tune source. For now, review the use cases that were presented in figure 4-14 and the final level 0 process model presented in figure 5-17. So we have 4-14 is here. This is a 4-14, and then this is a figure of the figure of the 5-17. Okay, showing the tune source level 0 DFT data flow diagram. You remember this, right? So let me quickly look at the use case result first. So last time we developed the 3 use cases, right? And this is just show you the one example about the search and browse tunes. And here is the actor tune shopper, and we need to have input information to complete all these actions under the normal course, right? And then also there are alternative course as well as post. After that, we can have the post condition as well. And these two cells actually show you show you the information for steps, right? Especially information, right, for these steps here. And then post conditions, we have D3 and the exception, 2 exception, right? Account is not valid, search request returning no result or something like that, right? And so here we have a summary, right, for the input and source. So username, password given by tune shopper, and the search criteria also is given by whom, so tune shopper, and tunes matching search, tunes database, and tune samples given by tune samples database, right? And then we have output, 5 outputs, and then these are the destinations. So new interest will go to the interest database, and then your favorite will go to favorite database, and then modified favorite will go to favorite database, same destination, right, as this new favorite. And the new shopping cart entry will go to shopping cart database, and also modified shopping cart also will go to the shopping cart database, and so on. So last time we complete these use cases, right? And here's an example. And based on that, we also developed the data flow diagram, right? Because this one did not tell you the detailed process, especially for the data flow, right, between the entities. So that's why processes. So that's why, right? So here, if you look at the search and browse tunes like this, and definitely we have process and actor and then data sources, right? So you can see the what kind of request will be given to the process, and then what kind of result will go to customer as well as the data source such as customer favorite, right? So and then so that's how you actually define the role of the data source, process, and external entities, right? Customers. Remember this, right? Also, we also have another process called purchase tunes, and the last one is promo tunes, right? You remember this, right? So yeah, hopefully you remember everything. Yeah, if you cannot remember this, yeah, please review your two previous exercises so that you can get some background idea about this exercise. Okay, so let's develop ER diagram. Okay, first of all, you need to identify entities. When you so let me read this. When you examine the tune source level 0, level 0 DFT, you see that there are 6 data sources: customer, sale, available tunes, customer interest, customer favorite, and targeted promotion. Right? Let me check the figure. Available tunes, customer favorite, targeted promotion, customer interest, and customers right here, sales, right? Actually, we have 7, but let me just skip the 7. the shopping cart here. Right. So see the data stores, and each of these unique type of data likely will be represented by the entity on the data model. Okay. As a next step, you should examine the external entities and ask yourself, will the system need to capture the information about any of these entities? Okay, you need to ask this question to yourself. And then you may be tempted to include marketing managers, but there really is no need to track information about these in our system. Later, we may want to track system users, password, and data access privileges, but this information has to do with the use of the new system and do not be added until the physical data model is created in the design phase. So we are still in the design phase, okay? So yeah, you should ask this question by yourself, okay? Right. It's good practice to also look at the data flow on your progress model and make sure that all of the information that flow through the system has been covered your ELD. Okay, it appears that the main entities for QSource have been identified after the examination of the data stores and the external entities. So question, identify entities. Please solve this question by yourself. All right. So very easy question for you, right? Because we need to identify entities, but answers of this question was given, right? Where? Here. When you examine tune source level 0 DFD, you see there are 6 data stores. What was it? Customer, sale, available tunes, customer interest, customer favorite, right? And targeted promotion, right? So here we already got the answer. Yeah, you can remove S here if you want it, especially when you write down the answer, because anyway, the data source can have multiple items, right? So here the answer will be customer, right? And then customer favorite, sale, targeted promotion, customer interest, and available tune. Got it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, we have 6 entities. So these items are given by this DFT model here, right? Right. Especially we are looking at instead of the shopping cart, we are looking at the data sources technically working with each process. Okay, each process. And you may wonder why we ignored this shopping cart here, because this one actually, yeah, you can add a shopping cart here, but this one technically is redundant, right? And sales, because sales, I guess sales can have this shopping cart information. That's why this is a technically temporary data store, right? So that's why in this example we consider the 6 data stores. However, if you really want to consider this shopping cart here, yes, you can do that. Okay, there is no strict rule for this actually for you, so you can consider the shopping cart as a 7th data source or 7th entity if you want it. It's really, this is design phase, so it's really up to you. Got it? Okay, so based on these 6 entities, let's do the next step. Identify the attribute. The next step is to select which attribute should be used to describe each entity. It is likely that you identify the handful of attributes if you read the tune source use cases and examine the DFDs. For example, an available tune has an artist, title, genre, and length, and some attributes of customer name and contact information, which likely include address, phone number, and email address. The 2 entities, customer favorite and customer interest, might seem similar at first glance, but they are used to capture different types of information about customers' music preferences. A customer favorite is a tune that the customer specifically adds to his her favorite list in order to monitor tunes as the website is searched and browsed. In a sense, it's like a future shopping list. So we just record customer ID and tune's ID, and the data tune was added to the list. The customer's favorites are available each time the customer revisit the site to help in recalling tunes previous discovered. It's a cookie system, right? You can use a cookie, right? Information, and to hopefully purchase them, right? So that company can make money, right? Eventually. On the other hand, the customer interest is created automatically as the customer investigates tunes and listen to the sample. Customer interests are used by marketing department to help design promotion for the customers that will be tailored to the types of music the customer has explored. Slightly, different attributes associated with these two entities because of their different purposes in the system. Targeted promotion are special offers that will be created for the customer on the basis of whom his or her interest with regard to sales pattern. Okay, promotion will include the sale price for a specific tune if it is purchased within a specific time frame. To determine the entity identifiers, we consider the attribute and attributes that will uniquely identify each entity. We will establish a customer number for each customer in the system. Each available tune that we have will be assigned a unique tune ID. Each targeted promotion will be given a unique promotion code, and each cell will be given a unique cell number. Okay. Finally, each customer favorite, a favorite, and each customer interest can be uniquely identified by customer number, tune ID, and date created. Okay, should remember this. And the customer cell available tune and targeted promotion entity are independent entities. Attributes from other entities are not needed to uniquely identify instances. And the identifiers for customer interest and customer favorite, however, do rely on attributes from their parent entities, customer and available tune. This is because customer favorite is uniquely identified by the customer who created the tune involved and the date is created. Therefore, since these two entities draw part of their primary keys from their parent entities, they are considered dependent entities. Good. So please identify attribute, and all the explanation and items are given by this description. Okay. All right. So you can list the attribute for sale, customer, what else? Customer, targeted, promotion, customer favorite, also customer interest. What there was typo? Favorite. And available tune, right? Yes, so let me just use capital. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Now you can list the attributes one by one here. You can have multiple, okay? And based on the description given by here, if not, and then you can also make assumption. Okay, so let's complete the easiest one. What was it? Favorite, I guess. Targeted promotion. Yeah, so basically, customer favorite was a very an interest. These two entities are very easy, right? Because these three items attribute were given, right? So let's customer number, tune, and date created. Yeah, you can actually select this one as a answer for the where is it? Customer favorite as well as interest. However, let me use a certain name ID for that. So custom number. Let's say custom number is like this. So cost usually use a capital, right? Cost number. Okay, and the next one, tune. Let's say tune ID. And last one, favorite date edit. Okay, so we have three. What about customer interest? We have cost number. Let's say this one is a customer number. Okay, and tune ID. All right, and last one, this is the interest. So int, okay, referring to interest, and int data created. Okay, so we have three attributes here. All right, available tunes and customer. We also have a targeted promotion and sales. So sales and target promotion. So targeted promotion, where is the explanation about targeted promotion? So here is it. Offer will be created with customer based on her interest in regard to sales pattern, right? So promotion will include sales price. So sales price should be, right? A specific tune for a specific tune. So also we need to have a tune ID, right? If it is purchased within a specific time frame, so promotion term should be recorded, right? So let's consider this one. Promotion, targeted promotion must include what? First of all, we need to have a unique ID, so promotion code, right? And then this one is and then cost number, tune ID. We need to have information about tune, right? Tune ID, and then promotion price. We need to have a price, right? And promotion term, right? Duration, right? So we can have five right, attributes here for the targeted promotion. And what about a sale? So in the sale, actually, similar to targeted promotion, also we need to track the sale info, right? Using number, ID, right? And then also need to have a sales date, right? And also we need to have customer username, plus tune ID. And by the way, this can be multiple, right? So let me just type like this: one or more occurrence. Let's say so tune ID. Because customer can buy multiple, right? Tunes. And what about customer? So customer should be, yeah, it should have multiple actual information, and generally, yeah, you need to make assumption technically. So generally, customer number, customer last name, first name, right? Usually, we split this one, last name, cause first name, So this is a Sojong, and this is a Kim, right? Okay. No. So first name is Sojong and last name is Kim. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Last name, first name, and then address, customer address, right? And then customer city. So usually, so if you go to the English culture or English country, okay, or just as England or the United States, and usually they when they say address, it's more like a street address, okay, and then they after that they have city, state, state, and zip code, and what, and customer. You don't have to record the country here, right? So if you need, you can also put the country. And this is phone, customer, what else? Email, maybe? Email. And then customer username and customer password. I think this will be sufficient, right? So here, yeah, let me just give you an idea about address information using America. Well, how can I say? So here, for example, my former address in US was this is a street address, and then Boulder Starway 120 Boulder Starway, Temple City name, Texas. Okay, maybe I almost forgot about the zip code. So and then USA. Okay, so this is a country, but here if you just operate your system, you operate, run your business in a certain country, and then you don't have to worry about the country, right? So this is a street address, and usually when you call the address in America, and then this means the address also is known as address one. So street address, and this is name of city and state. This is Texas, and this is the zip code. Okay, state zip code. Okay, so that's why it has 4 okay attribute to address one to tell you the one address. Okay, and what about last one, available tune? Available tune also we need to have tune ID and tune title, tune artist. So technically this is music, right? Artist and tune genre, and what, yeah, genre is French, right? So anyway, and length, tune length, and tune price, tune, yeah, this is optional. MP3 short, and tune MP3 long or full. So this is a sample, and this is a full version, right? Okay, so let's use these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 attributes. I know, yeah. So if you can fill in the attributes with the 3, 4 in this category, will be enough. But let's develop the reliable data, the ER diagram. Yes, let's consider the bunch of attributes shown here. Okay, so here is the potential solution of the. Here is a potential solution of the question 2. Okay. Possible solution. Yes, possible solution. In addition, actually, you can also add the primary key for the each table. So basically each entity. So with the star sign here, basically the data in this cell entity and will be sorted or identified by this unique number, right? Sales number. So you can put star here. And what about the customer? customer number, right, will be the identifier, right? And then unique identifier. Also, the targeted promotion will be identified this promotion code, and then customer number, right, will be identified this customer number. However, tune ID is also unique, and the favorite data edit also is a unit, right? Unique. So here, if you look at it, this number is provided by where? Provided by originally provided by customer table, right? So that's why you call the foreign key here. So and then tune ID is given by where? Given by this tune available tune table, right? So that's why also this one is known as a foreign key. So I will address this one later, okay, when we solve the next problem. Also, so basically the identifier in this table will be favorite date edit. So this one will be the primary key of this entity. What about the customer interest? Similar to the previous case, yes, interest data created will be date. I'm sorry, date created will be the identifier of this entity. However, we are just citing the other two data storage, right? Data storage. So data store, which is customer, and then also tune ID. And tune ID is given by this available tune, and then customer number is given by this customer, right? So good thing is that if you use a foreign key, let me just say this one. If you use a foreign key from this table, and you don't have to store all the information of the customer, by just calling this number, you can access the data actually, also all the data in this entity, associate all the attribute associated with this entity, okay? Same thing. So by using this foreign key here, you can actually get the all other information, okay, from this available tune data source. That's how we utilize foreign keys, okay, from the certain entity, okay? So I will address this issue, okay, later. And let's look at the next problem, next case. So next step, identify the relationship. So now you need to draw the relationships, right, between entities, 6 entities. And let's do that. The last step in creating ERDs is to determine how the entities are related to each other. Lines are drawn between entities that have relationship, and each relationship is labeled, assigned, a cardinality, and modality. A customer may make many sales. A sale is made by one customer. A sale is not recurred for a particular customer instance, but customer is recurred for sale. A customer may be targeted by many targeted promotion, but targeted promotion is for one customer. A targeted promotion is not recurred for customer, but customer is recurred for targeted promotion. Got it? A customer create so many relationships, okay? Customer create many favorite, but favorite is created by only one, actually only one customer. A favorite is not recurred for customer, but customer is recurred for favorite. An available tune may be included in many customers' favorite, but a favorite includes only one tune, okay? A favorite is not recurred for available tune, but a tune is recurred for favorite. The same relationships may apply to customer interest available tune. So please consider these relationships. Okay. We can also see that an available tune may be promoted by many targeted promotions, but a targeted promotion promotes only one tune. And an available tune is not required to have a targeted promotion, but a targeted promotion must be associated with an available tune. Finally, we see that customers may place many sales, but a sale is not required for customer. A sale belongs to only one customer. A sale may include many tunes, and a tune may be included on many sales. A tune is recorded one sale, but a sale is not recorded for tune. Okay, customer favorite, available tune, customer interest. And customer interest available tune relationships are identifying relationships. All other relationships are non-identifying relationships. Whew. Yes, so as a final step in creation of the tune source ELD, we should resolve any N versus N relationships in the data model. Okay, data model. Are we good? So let's develop the ER diagram using a tool. Okay, so generally, traditionally, people use Irwin as a tool for the ER diagram. To develop the ER diagram, you can also use the Visio, Microsoft Visio, Microsoft Visio to draw the ELD or data flow. Okay, but if you don't have one, yes, you can use a trial version, freeware trial version for this Irwin to develop the ER diagram. Or if your account is still available, so last time I open account for the creatively, right? .com. So here you can also type the ER diagram free tools or online tools, right? And then there are so many free tools here. Okay, you can use free tools, and if you use because you also have an account, right? I guess so you can use this software as well. Let's use this one. So if you go to here and log in your account, and basically you can actually create a new workspace, right, for you. And here I think the data flow diagram. No, last time we used a data flow diagram. So in this case, database. Let's use a database workspace here to develop the ELD. Got it? So first of all, we need to create what? How many? We need to create 6 entities. And 6 entities, copy and paste it, copy and paste it, and copy and paste it. So we have 6 entities like this. And first one, that's core sale. And next one, center one is customer. And third one, targeted promotion. Okay, so and then let's ignore time right now, and because we are not really developing the actual database. But when you create the actual database, definitely you need to consider the data type, whether that's a binary or integer or double or and so on. Favorite, and then this one is a customer interest. The last one, available tunes. Available tune, yeah. So just remove S here, and sorry, primary key, foreign key. So PK is a primary key, and the FK is a foreign key. Okay, and let me just change the name of this one. So primary key cell. So instead of star, actually this tool use is PK. Okay, option. But if you hate this, we can use a star here and type the number, so that we can see that, okay, this is what? This is the primary key of this cell entity. And next attribute, cell date, right? And next entity will be cost user name. And last one, you can type in 1 or more occurrence. Consists of ID. Very good. And let's develop this first, okay? Complete each entity and attribute, and then we will make a connection. Got it? What about customer? We have multiple customer. I don't know. I have multiple attribute here. So star, cost, number. Right, next, cost, last name, and also cost, first name. And what about this? Cost, address, and then let me increase the size of this. And then cost, city, cost, if you want it, actually you can keep type of these types, okay? But let me just ignore these, okay, here. Right now, because this is a design phase, so right now we can ignore this, but if you want it, yes, you can consider this as well. And usually this one should be integer, something like this, so later we can consider it. State, because zip code, because phone, because email, because username, and because what, password. And what about this? And let me just remove types. Star, pro, code. What? Okay, and the next one, cost, number, and ignore types. Tune, ID, pro, price, and pro, term, also for the customer interest. Let me remove the types, data types here, and then star, cost, number, star, tune, ID, star, int, date, created, for this one, star, cost, number, tune, ID, favorite, edit, dated. just delete types. All right, and then last one. Just here, move this one here, and start tune ID. Enter, tune title, tune artist, and then tune genre, tune length, tune. Interesting. So pronunciation of the foreign language in our English is slightly different. For example, Michelangelo. So when we called Michelangelo, right, one of the artists, right, in Europe long ago, and in America, in USA, they called Michelangelo, okay, not Michelangelo. So, you know, even for this is like a genre, it is foreign language for American, so their pronunciation is quite incorrect. So you can just use a genre, okay, when you say this one, like Michelangelo is correct one, right? Michelangelo is different one because American cannot pronounce Michelangelo, okay? So that's why. Anyway, tune MP3 short. Tune MP3 full. Okay, it's time to make a connection between these 6 entities. And as you can see, all the description between the entities, actual relationship description between entities was given by this paragraph, right? So let's develop it. Let's develop the diagram here. So in my case, let me just copy and paste it, okay, to make a connection between 2. All right, so here, another one, oops, like this, right? And technically sales makes customer, also customer, customer makes sales, and then also sales can be made by what customer, and the shape of this one should be like this according to the definition, right? So start from 0, and then because sometimes customers doesn't want to buy anything here, so you start from 0, right? And then many also can make many sales, okay? And one customer. Oops, we don't have anything here. So let me just use this one. Right. Many to many, just a line. Many to one, we don't have anything. Why? Why not? Oh, we don't have one. So yeah, unfortunately, this software does not have an option for the single case. So let me just use this one. You know the shape here, right? It's double line, right here. So we don't have double lines here, but you know, actually, technically, you need to put double lines here. But let me just skip the double lines. And what about sales? Relationship between sales and available term. This one. So many to many relationship, but in this case, start from 1, right? So at least should have one at least available tune and then also sales, right? So yes, can I put text here? Okay. So involves and also is involved in. Great. Right. So can you have other option? Yes. Oh yeah. And then also two cases. You can also type the text here. Makes n is made by, right? So here, let me just move this one a little bit so that you can see technically you can see this character with the line. Okay, and next one. Also copy and paste this line to create the relationship between targeted promotion and this customer. And technically is not made, is targeted by and target, and also the direction. So this one should be 1 and this part should be many here from the 0. Oh. Let me just move the label of this arrow here. Great. All right, and then one too many. Customer can make targeted multiple promo, can get a multiple promotion. Okay, and then so here, what about what else? We can have another arrow from the customer interest to the customer, and this one is a one too many. So one too many, right? And let me, if you just double click this line, and then you can add the explanation, right? And description. It's created by customer, create interest, and then interest is created by customer, right? And what about this? All right, and then this one, let me just add the explanation, description. Add, and is added by, right? So, and then one too many. This should be one, this should be many. A certain customer can have 0 favorites, so that's why 0, and there's 0 interest. That's why here is 0. Okay. What else? And then copy and paste this line, this arrow here, and then make a connection between available tune as well as customer favorite here, and is listed in or list available tune. Yes, so should have this. Okay, once again, because this program doesn't have option with double line over here, so but if you draw the ERD, okay, using a different tool, yeah, please draw double lines here. But it can be slightly different when you use different software. And that's disadvantage to use free software. Okay. Yes. Is included in, also includes here, right? And then one too many, and here also we need one more line, right? Copy and paste, Control C and V, right? Press Control C and V here. And what about this? Let me just move the label location. Promote is promoted by. 1, 2, many. All right, so this is I think we are done, right? We are done with this ERD diagram development. All right, so this is the end of the question, last question, and next third question here. So you can take a snapshot of this one by pressing the screenshot or print screen button, and then paste this diagram to the document right here, so that you can give me the result.